World Motocross Championship got underway here at the famous Namur circuit in Belgium. This was the 60th running of this championship here, 47 years of racing, but for Antonio Caroli, not a good start in MX to race 1. All hooked up in the green fencing, but number 10, Rui Gonçalves, the Portuguese rider, led until Pourcel on the one-on-one. Red Bull KTM decided it was his turn to lead from the front, and he continued to do that until the checkered flag, taking his first Grand Prix win of his career. MX1 race 1, Billy Mackenzie the Scot on pole, 211 Kawasaki, but it was Philip Arts who led them out of the gate. Mackenzie would have to work hard for this. He didn't got the best of starts. Philip Arts was battling with Kendi Dijker, the local lanky Belgium. Mike Brown had a lightning start once again, the American number 4, but it wasn't long for his teammate had gone past him. Jonathan Barragan, the Spaniard, decided to get in on the action, Billy Mackenzie being pushed wide. As they came down the infamous hills here, the battle between Brown and Barragan continued. But in the meantime, number 11, Steve Ramone, who was second in the championship, now starts to catch points on the series leader Josh Coppins, who is not racing here today after a broken shoulder he received in the Grand Prix in the Czech Republic last weekend. Seb Pourcel, the winner in Faenza, was having all sorts of problems, but he managed to stay on the bike. But meanwhile, young Kevin Strybus, another Belgian, was having a good race. He was being chased by Mackenzie and his teammate Steve Ramone. Ramone leads to score points to close the gap on Coppins, but in the meantime it was the number 90 Kawasaki of the Frenchman Seb Pourcel that came through to take the checkered flag. MX2 race 2, because Christophe Pourcel crashing out in race 1 and Tony Caroli getting caught up in that fencing, finally finished in 18th, but he won right down through the field. As they came back up into the Esplanade once again, it was Caroli in the lead, but this time it was Christophe Pourcel, the current MX2 champion, that was right on his tail. And then David Guarneri, number 39, and the Ricci Yamaha decided to join in the action. The battles were on right down through the field as Tommy Sell got a poor start, down in about 23rd, battled his way back up into 12th, would finally finish in 10th, but not enough to put him on the top of the podium. David Guarneri was looking set to take his first podium victory of his racing career. The race would go to the Frenchman, Christophe Pourcel, with the former champion and series leader taking second. MX1 race 2, again Billy Mackenzie up the inside, but it was David Philipparts on number 19, the Red Bull KTM, that took the whole shot. Young Strybus making a mistake, allowing Tanner Leok to go through and his teammate. Meanwhile, out front, it was a battle between Honda Martin's number 29, Julian Bill, the Swiss rider, number 19, Red Bull KTM, that of course, David Philipparts. Pourcel was battling back with Brown, and at that time, Tanner Leok. Pourcel at this stage was looking for the overall podium result, if not the race win. He went past the American, the 35-year-old Brown, but then Tanner Leok had decided to join in the action. He went for second place, going past 29 Honda Martin's Julian Bill. But it would be a race win for number 19 then. Top step of the podium for Pourcel.